Good afternoon. This is Mrs. Z. It's grade 5, mission 1, lesson 16. And it's word problem. We're going to read problem. We're going to draw a picture of what we understand. And then we're going to write statement about our finding. Okay. Jesse and 3 friends. So this is important. Jesse and 3 friends. It means 4 people. Okay. Jesse and 3 friends buy snacks for a hike. They buy trail mix for $5.42 and apples for $2.55 and granola bars for $3.39. If the 4 friends split the cost of the snacks equally, how much could each friend pay? Okay, so imagine if we use tape diagram, we can really use a rectangular model of parts. Let's see if I have this all thing like made. This is all total cost that they use. So now let's see how many items they did. 1, 2, 3 things. So $5.45, $2.55, and $3.99. So about $5.45 should be the largest. It's okay, even if they are the same, doesn't matter. Okay, so it's $5.42. It is $2.55 and $3.39. Okay, so that is all we could find. We don't know what total is. Total of money. Okay, I'm going to put the dollar sign, how much they used. So what we needed to find the total is we need to add these together in order to find what total money is. So we can also label as M for the money, variable letters that represent the number. After that, they said if 4 friends, they all 4, divide that split share. So that means that we will need all this money to divide equally in 4 friends. So now the amount, this box needs to be divided exactly into the half. So if this is here, that is half, and then each half gonna go about, okay, about this there. Okay, so now this represents amount of each friend. 1, 2, 3, 4 friend. They will share how much of this all total is. So that's the question is how much will each boy get? So this is also unknown, right? So the first step is to find total by adding these different cost of different things that they bought. So I'm going to use here $5.42. Okay, after I write my first number, it's very important that you do precision. So also I'm going to separate in my line the hundredths and tenths and where decimal needs to be, and also the ones. So when I have that, I can easily add $2.55. So the first thing I'm going to put the decimal, then I will see, oh, on the left side, I have only $2. On the other side, I have 55 cents. So I'm going to place correctly that. Next, again, the decimal first. When you are adding or subtracting decimals numbers, you have to align decimal and as well align decimal points and place values as well. So $3, 3 wholes, and 39 hundredths. We can use this. Decimals are making sense when you are using money because it's 5 wholes and 42 hundredths, 2 wholes and 55 hundredths, but also we can say $2.55 because 55 out of 100 cents, that makes $1. Now add it together. 2 and 5 is 7. So 7 and 9, if I take 1 from 7, that would be 6. And I will make 10, so 16. And I made 1/10. Okay, I like to use and circle, put plus, so I won't forget. If you make something like little teeny tiny thing, you can easily make mistake by forgetting that add that one value that you create from the smaller parts. Okay, 1 and 4 is 5, plus 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Again, I made 1 whole dollar. So what this is you had 13 dimes, and then you made $1 from 13 dimes, or you had 13 tenths, and then you made one more whole. That's the language you could use. 1 plus 5 is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So again, I made 1/10. So now I can put here plus 1, it's okay, and then you add that down. So it's 11 whole dollars and 36 cents. So that's how much they pay. They pay all these things that they bought. And now, because now we know that this all is $11 and 36 cents, we can use another operation now. We need to share equally. So I know you can think of dividing, so 11 and 36 divided into 4, but it also could be logical thinking like, okay, if I have 11, what can I give to each? What can I share? 3, 6, 9, 12, it's too much. So I can share 2, 4, 6, 8. So each would be, I would say that each of those boys will pay $2 and some more, which is my estimate. So then I can guess my answer. If I needed to pick the answer, then I'm gonna pick answer that is in between $2 and $3. 3 doesn't work because 4 times 3 is $12, and I don't have 12. So it has to be something logical about 12 and some more. So my answer, it has to be in between 2 and 3 whole numbers. So when we know that, we're going to start using the standard algorithm. So I'm going to move up. So what we need to do, let's make this, we need 11 and 36 divided into 4, will give us that for how much each student will, let's see, that would be friend friend money. So that's question mark, right? So each friend money. And then I will use standard algorithm. I'm going to make 4 is our group, making 11 nice and big numbers. You have lots of room, you have lots of space. So use precision. I'm also going to draw a line in between place values, so it helps me to go one number at a time. So if I use my strategy of first, this is a whole number, so my decimal gonna appear right above where it is, and then I will use one number at a time. If I have $10 or 110, I can share one $10 bill with 4 friends, so I'm not going to make any groups. I can make it. But if I take and regroup the $10 and I have one, it would be now $11. When I have in my hands $11, I can share that equally with 4 friends. So each friend, 2, 4, so if you have 4 and 4, that's 8. If you have one more, that would be 12. So I can't. So this is the same thing I told you before. It could be only $2. 2 times 4 is really 8. When I subtract, I will have $3 left, which is understandable because remainder is 3 and my group is 4. So if I have 3, I cannot make a group. I cannot share or make a group of 4. Now, when I have this $3, I'm going to go and exchange that to have a 30. Three tenths is 30 dimes, and 3 that I have from before will make 33 dimes or 33 tenths. So now when I have 33 tenths, I can share equally into 4. So what times 4 is really close to 33. So I know that it's going to be 8. 4 times 8 is 32. So if you know multiplication fact, it's going to be easy for you. That's why, kids, you should memorize fact because they're really important and they save your time. If you are not sure how many 4s are in 33, you can easily do multiplication facts. 4, that's 1 4. If I add one more, that's 2, and then if one more, that is 3, and that's 12, and if I add 4 more, that's 16, and 4 more, that's 20. That's 5. If I add 4 more, that's 24. If I add 4 more, that's 28. And if I add 4 more, that is 32. Okay, so now you can see what it is. 4 times 8 is 32. So I know that this is the 8 where it needs to, 8 groups of 4 are in 32 right here. So 8 times 4 is 32. I had 33, so I have one left, 1 dime left. So now I'm going to bring down the pennies. So I'm regrouping 1 dime into 10 pennies, and then I had 6 pennies. So now I have 16 pennies to share. I can look here in my multiplication thing that 16 is right here. So 4 times what makes 16? It's 4 times 4. So you can use this chart again. 4 times 4 is 16. So here is the 4. 4 times 4 is 16. I share that 16 and I have nothing left. So as you can see, our estimate was correct. Our answer is in between $2 and $3. So 2.84 cents each friend will need to pay. That was shared amount. I'm going to move, let me make it smaller so it could be more visible. So this was a division, we figured it out now how much if of these, each of friends will pay $2.84. So $2.84. $2.84, $2.84, and when you add that together, it has to add up to 11 and 34. Even if you did not know how to do this, you can also think logically. If you think that you need to share $11, so you can give each. Let's see how you could think. You can think, oh, I'm gonna give. I have $11.36, so I'm gonna give each $2. So I will share $2, $4, $6, $8 in each group. So you can use knowledge of subtracting decimals. Then you will have leftover as money. And then now you have $3.36. So you can think that $3, you can think of being 33 dimes. So when you divide, you can give each 8 dimes. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 4 times 8 is 32 dimes. So that means you're going to share $3.20 to each friend. And then 16 cents will still be left over when you give everybody 8 dimes or 8 tenths. Then finally, you can say, oh, I need to share 16 pennies. So each can get 4 pennies for cents. That 4, 4, 4, and 4 make 16 cents. So when you subtract 16 cents, you have nothing else to share. So you're going to get the same answer if you think equal sharing and subtracting how much you share in each group. Okay, I hope that will, because sometimes this is confusing, but this is much easier for students to understand. So let's see what writing with red, story we draw picture, and we now need to answer a question. If the 4 friends split the cost of snacks equally, how much should each friend pay? Each friend should pay $2.84, and that's what we can use this language. Each friend should pay, and then say them, and each friend should pay. So, okay, can you see it? Yes. Each friend should pay $2.84. Okay, and then you can say that if they ask you questions such as in between which two numbers your answer will lay, and then you will say in between $2 and $3. So you can estimate about $3 will each friend pay. Okay, that's rounding to the $3, about $3. But also the answer lays in between $2 and $3. Or we can say 2 and 3, in between 2 and 3. All right, so that was word problem lesson 16, and it was Mrs. Z. And this was all the work that we have required to do. All right. So, and also I can say here the money is $2.84. That's what we found. All right. Thank you very much. And I appreciate that you are with me and you're learning from me. Okay. Bye, guys.